You see, progress is not about how much money you make or how fast you make it. Progress is actually about how much you learn and how much you experience. You're not going to go out, reach out to the first client, get your first meeting, close your first deal, service this client, and he's going to make you $1 million like all of them claim. You are going to go through phases in life that you are going to have to learn from. Progress is simply failing, and then failing, and then failing again. But every single time you fail, you get just a little bit better. And because you kept going, you kept putting your faith in your future and your destiny, and you kept continuing on this path and on this journey that is too hard for other people to go on, you will get that one breakthrough. And that breakthrough is going to get everyone to tell you that you're an overnight success when you knew about all the nights that you thought you would amount to nothing at all. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Being an entrepreneur means that you have to deal with all of the nights that you feel like you're never getting anywhere, all of the nights that you feel like everyone else is going, further in their life while you are just staying the same place. Being an entrepreneur means you need to have such an immense amount of belief and faith in yourself and your destiny that nothing and no one can stop you. You see, nowadays, a lot of people around the world are trying to make money by selling courses for this business model or that business model. But it's not the business model that makes you money. It's about you. Every industry has millionaires in it, be it the F&B industry or running a digital marketing agency, whether you are in oil and gas or solar or roofing or construction, or you're running an e-commerce website. Every industry has been validated because a millionaire has been born from that industry. That simply proves that it's not about the business model itself. It's more about the person that you are when you're running the business and the skills and knowledge that you are willing to earn and gain. Now, when you run a business, for the first 5 to 6 to 7 years, depending on however long it takes for you to appoint a board of directors that will work on behalf of you, your business will be a reflection of yourself. However you are as a person would reflect the output of your business. If you are lazy, if you are undisciplined, if you don't have a clear, direct vision and ambition to be the best in your industry, your business will never become the best in its industry. However, if you were the complete opposite of that, if you were detailed, ambitious, visionary, disciplined, focused, you persevered through every single challenge, trial, and tribulation, then your business will also persevere through every challenge, trial, and tribulation, and then one day become the best in the industry, God willing. Now, the reason I say this is because a lot of the content nowadays makes it seem that it's very easy to succeed in life. It's not as hard as some of you may think, but it's also not as easy as some of you may think. Being successful in life is just about making the right decisions day after day after day. It is not about being right all the time, just making the right decisions. So what do I mean by that? I mean, you have a vision and a plan. You have a goal, and every decision that you make henceforth should be directly valuable towards your goal. If you're making decisions outside of that, that is not on your path or on the journey you want to be on, then you are making a mistake and you will end up failing. When you go out there and find the next e-commerce template or the how-to guidebook on how to make 10,000 a month through running an SMMA or whatever it may be, you must understand that those strategies that they're teaching you worked for them 6-7 years ago. It does not work today. What worked for them will not work for you. You have to find out what works for you. Am I saying that you shouldn't invest in finding out these how-to guides, these strategies and whatnot? No, spend your time learning it. But do not try and copy it, because you will never reach the success that the person that is teaching you, you will never reach his success because you just copied and pasted. The reason the strategy worked for him is because he spent the time researching on what makes a strategy work. As I said in the beginning of this video, it's not the business model that makes you rich, it's you as a person. You make the business model make you rich. You must now understand that. Moving on to my next point. When you are running a business, you have to understand that you are not going to see the growth immediately. You're going to see failures first, and many of them. You're going to probably fail your first 5 businesses that you try. But the 6th one that turns into a success, that's the one that people are going to applaud you for. That's the one people are going to be jealous of you for. That's the one that are going to make people call you an overnight success or whatever it may be. But you know about all the nights that you spent without a goddamn dime in your wallet. You know about all the trials and tribulations that you had to deal with privately. You have to understand that if you have a goal in life that you want to achieve, you must be ready to sacrifice anyone, anything, and everything actually to get that goal. You must become so obsessed with achieving that goal that nothing could stop you, no matter how hard it tried. Because the devil will love you when you're doing the right things. The devil will love you when you're doing the right things. Let that sink in. It means when you are doing the right things to get successful and fall in love with life and provide value to the world, you're going to probably deal with more problems than a criminal would. Because the devil loves you. He loves to screw with you. And actually, the devil fears you. The devil fears that you will be able to bypass all of his bullshit, to bypass all his trials and tribulations, and rise to the top where you know you're supposed to be. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to show you guys that it is not as easy as everyone makes it seem. It's harder. Is it too hard that you can't do it? No. But it's not easy for anybody to do it. It takes time. It takes innovation. And it takes a little bit of craziness to reach that kind of success. Now, if you want to skip all the fluff, if you want to learn how to make any business model successful, if you want to learn how to become a successful person so that you can step into any industry and become successful inside of that industry, then click on a link down below. It should be in the comment section and the description to speak to me. Me directly, not a team member, not a salesperson, not a representative, me directly. I will put time out of my calendar for you so that we can speak and I can find out how I can make your life a bit more better. No strings attached. I will not ask you for a single penny on the call. If you do not decide to go further with our training, you don't have to. But if you want to speak to me directly for 45 minutes completely for free, click on the link down below, choose a time that fits with you, and let's speak. I hope to see you soon. And remember, life is your fault. And that's the best part. The outcome of your life and your reality is completely up to you, whether you lose, whether you fail, whether you win, whether you succeed. It is completely up to you. Cheers.